If you are staring at your Stripe dashboard, wondering why your money is heading toward a closed bank account or an old savings stash, you need to fix that immediately before your next payout disappears too. Changing your bank details is actually pretty simple, but most people mess up the timing and end up with failed transfers that take weeks to recover. Stick around until the very end, because I am going to show you a specific trick for multi-currency accounts that literally stops Stripe from taking an extra 1% of your hard-earned money for no reason. The reason you are likely in this position is that Stripe treats your bank connection like a hardwired pipe. Once a payout is triggered and marked as pending or in transit, that money has already left the building. Even if you update your settings right now, those specific funds are still going to the old destination. It is a security measure to make sure hackers cannot just swap an account and drain your balance instantly, but it means you have to be proactive. To get this updated, your first move is to head over to Stripe and get logged in. Once you are looking at your main screen, look for the Balances section and then click on Payouts. If your layout looks a bit different, you can also find this by going into your settings and looking for the Bank Accounts and Scheduling link under the Payments and Payouts header. This is the central hub for where your cash goes. Now, look for your current bank account listed on the screen. You should see 3 small dots or an edit button right next to those details. Click that, and this is where you will type in your new routing number and your new account number. Be extremely careful here. You need to make sure the account holder name you type into Stripe matches the name on your bank records exactly. If your bank has you listed as Jonathan, but you type John, the bank might reject the transfer, and you will be stuck waiting for the funds to bounce back to Stripe, which is a massive headache. Once those numbers are in, hit Save. Because this is a high security change, Stripe is going to double check that it is actually you doing this. Keep your phone or your email handy because they will likely send you a 2-factor authentication code or a confirmation link that you must click to finalize the switch. If you are using an Express dashboard, it is actually a smart move to test this with a tiny amount first to ensure the connection is solid. Keep in mind that any money currently labeled as pending or in transit is still going to that old account. If that old account is totally closed, the bank will eventually send the money back to Stripe, and you will have to manually reschedule that payout to your new account once it shows up in your balance again. Now, here is that pro tip I mentioned for saving money. If you sell to customers in different countries, do not just use one bank account. Stripe loves to charge a 1% conversion fee if they have to swap currencies to pay you. To avoid this, you should add separate bank accounts for each currency you accept, like one for US dollars and one for euros. This keeps your money in its original currency and keeps that extra 1% in your pocket instead of Stripe's. If you want to make sure your entire checkout process is as smooth as your new payout settings, you should definitely look into how to customize your customer receipts next.